CSS English. There are two papers in your CSS English. Number one, we can discuss Tracy and composition paper. In Tracy and composition paper, there are 7 questions. Question number 1, question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Question number 1 is objective type, and after 2, it's subjective paper. Although there are objective questions in second part as well. So here we have question number 1, which is objective. There are 20 marks for this. It will have MCQs, multiple choice questions, synonyms, and ten synonyms and 10 antonyms. The total marks will be 20 for this. There are 20 marks. Then question number 2, that's subjective portion. You'll be given first objective, then you've already gone through it. Okay, so then somewhere here you will have to write Tracy. That is also 20 marks. One passage is given. Usually it has 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs, and you will have to convert that into 1 thread. And you will have to suggest a suitable title as well. And question number 3, that is reading comprehension. That is reading comprehension. Reading comprehension, and there are 20 marks for that. Here there will be 1 paragraph or 1 passage. There can be 2 paragraphs or 3, and there will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually 4 subparts, and each subpart will be 5 fours are 20. So 4 parts, 5 each, will be 20 marks. And sometimes the last part is about vocabulary. You have to answer, you have to give meanings of 5 words or more than, like there's 6 to 7 words, and you have to answer 5 of them. But mostly nowadays they are giving 4 questions. Short question, you have to answer 3 to 4 lines. You have to write the answers to those questions, so that will be reading comprehension. And question number 4, that is 4 and 5. These 2 questions are 10 marks each. Sometimes they divide question 4 and 5 into parts, A and B. Sometimes they don't. Only 1 part is given. What kind of question can be given? Here, the questions can be about punctuation, corrections, direct and indirect speech, and punctuation, corrections, direct, and prepositions. So sometimes they can be only 2, like 1 part only. Here they can give, for example, corrections, and here they can give preposition. Sometimes there may be 2 parts, subparts in each question 4 in. So 5 marks, 10. So total marks for 4, 5, 10 each for 4 and 5. And question number 6, that is, it has 2 parts. Or sometimes it can be only 1 part. So they are about pair of words or words that are liable to be confused. These are pair of words or words that are confused, or they have mixed meanings, they create confusion. And idioms and phrasal verbs. Idioms and phrasal verbs. So pair of words, idioms, phrasal verbs, these are given in question number 6. That's purely vocabulary question. And last question, question number 7. That is translation. That is 1 paragraph is given, and we have to translate that into English. And another paper, so that is total marks 20 plus 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. 100 marks, so you need to get 40 out of 100 marks for compulsory papers, 40. And then second paper is essay. You have to write an essay. 8 to 9 topics will be given sometime, even 10. So out of those topics, you will have to select only one topic. Only. There will be 100 marks. Time will be 3 hours for this. Marks 100. Here we have 100 marks and 3 hours. And you will have to write an essay. First, you have to make an outline. And then you will have to write the essay. Your essay should be according to the outline on only one topic. Out of the given topics, you will have to choose one. Now, what kind of topics are given? Usually, topics are about governance and economy. These two are most important topics. And some of the topics can be about current affairs, such as COVID-19 and regional conflicts, or those conflicts which may impact Pakistan. They have some sort of impact on. Similarly, other extraordinary events such as freedom of media nowadays, it's a very common issue in Pakistan, in addition to COVID-19, because COVID-19 will be part of it. COVID-19 has affected education as well. Sorry. So these things are common, and these may be included. Number 1, governance and economy. Number 2, current affairs, regional conflicts, recent developments like Afghanistan development, Taliban regime was toppled 20 years ago, and then again they have been given power, and without putting up any fight, they took over. Pakistan democracy is like lingering and stumbling and fumbling. It's not working properly. So we need strong government or we need democracy. What is? There is a debate. Media, freedom of media, that's another issue. Ukraine conflict, that's also a common topic. War in Germany is important, but Pakistani media does not cover that, and maybe the exam may not cover it. Maybe current affairs can be given. Similarly, we also see China, rise of China. Almost every walk of life that cannot be ignored. And recent developments in the Middle East, such as UAE, they want to they want to launch the space program, and Saudi Arabia is modernizing the whole country. There are reforms, so that can be done. And similarly, now we are returning from COVID-19. Again, life is returning to normalcy to some part. Education has been affected the most because for the last 2 years, education institutions they have been closed, so that's unfortunate, and now schools are opening. But over the 2 years in Pakistan and all those countries where there is lack of facilities, of internet facilities, and computer and smartphone and devices and electricity, so those countries have been affected by it. And this is unfortunate that Pakistan was not ready. We didn't have online resources. Our teachers were not ready. So this was a huge problem, and still we have this problem. In addition to load shedding has problem. Everything is available with no load shedding. This is unfortunate. So those countries, usually North and South, there is a digital divide. Like America, Canada, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. These countries, digitally they are advanced, while Africa, Asia, Pakistan, these countries are digitally. We don't have technology devices up to that extent. We can compete. And already we were at a disadvantage, and further, COVID-19 has added fuel to the fire, and now we are suffering. So we should take some steps. Certainly, it has also given rise to telecommuting, a new way of working. People are working from homes. It has some benefits, like running businesses. It has cut down the cost of running business. You don't need a big building. You can start your business on LinkedIn or your own website. But at the same time, it has created other problems as well. And it has created opportunities as well, like women can work from their homes. Those people who are physically challenged, they can even work. Mothers who have children, at first they could not go to work because of their children. Now they can. So these things are possible and they are happening. There are a lot of challenges. So topics are number 1, governance, economy, current affairs, women, and they can also be about health now, because health is a very important topic. Almost they cover everything. These topics can be given, and you can prepare outlines for those topics. Number 1, select topics. Okay, so what is the best way to prepare for the essay number one? Learn how to write this independently and original essays. But the problem is usually our students they uh, learn to be dependent learners. They cram material, they learn material notes, for example, 9, 10 class, and first or second in they are given keys, so they memorize and then they reproduce. And in BS, cut paste consider is very common, so that's why actually you don't study English after class 7. When students are apparently they have degrees, they have spent time, but actually they have not studied, and that is the biggest problem for CSS students. So for that, you number one, you should be independent learner. Independent. You should be able to learn, think independently. You take a topic, you should analyze it, and you must have the language skills. So you must have the ideas, the material, and you should have the language skills so that you can write the essay then and there. But the problem is students are not ready for that. So what is the approach? The other thing is learning everything by heart. That is not possible. So what is the option? The option is hybrid mode. You can mix the two together. Right? Try to see what is the pattern, what kind of essays are being given in the exam, and on the basis of past papers, you can make an educated guess. You can discuss with those people doing CSS, you can discuss with your teachers, you can do it like check the trends, overall try to categorize like economy, governance, health, education, women, what sort of topics are. And you can easily guess, you can predict that these sort of topics are given. And make a list of those topics which they've already given. So of course they will not repeat them, they'll try to give the topic a new way and make a list. After making that list, then try to collect material, um, updated material on that. So you should have points because you'll have to write 3,000 words essay. For 3,000 words essay, if you write 20 paragraphs, then it means that you should write at least 150 words. Then you will complete 3,000 words. If you're writing 15 paragraphs, then you must write 200 words per paragraph. So you will have to calculate scientifically so that your essay exceeds 3,000 words. It should not be fewer than that. 3,000 words should be your target. So you can check how many paragraphs you write and how in one paragraph how many words can you write. And I think in this way it will be helpful to you. Like select the topics, make outlines, get them checked, discuss with the teacher, and then get them checked. That will be the best idea. So this was the introduction. If you have any questions, I can ask for.
So, would you explain how to